Hello everyone, welcome back. Another episode here of my Dryfire series here. I've got something a little different and like to share with you. And let's have a look at the hits here. I've got 23,210 hits on this app right here. So let's just get it set up here. Let's see, probably not going to do more than 20. Okay, hit size, I got the largest. Max size, I got 50, or max hits. I'm probably not going to do that. 60-second timeout, that's just the max. I got 1 second delay, no reloads, because because I'm just going to have some fun shooting here. Let me just set up the target. Yeah, kind of hard. Let's go to a different target real quick here. This is a projector, a cheap projector. I think I got it for like 70 bucks with tax total. It was like $65 or something. Let me see here. Go on to the next one so I could get a better. Okay. That gives me a good indication of the target. There we go. Okay, something like that should work. I got this at dryfireonline.com. You put in some parameters and it'll do these things. It'll even do moving targets, but the problem I find with moving targets is that it won't really work well with the LaserHit or any of the apps. In some cases, it will. You need the right lighting. I'll give it a try, but I can tell you right now, just the lighting just doesn't work. See, when the lighting like this, it's perfect. It needs high contrast. Okay. It just needs high contrast. That's what it needs here. All right, excellent. So I got that done. Targets are gonna be a different size here. I'll do something different. Okay, so here is my G9 from Lone Wolf. You can see it here. And I did add a little back plate here with the little area to put my sling on. I got the QD mount right here. And so I originally had this. I think I originally had this all in front right here, but now this gives me some room to breathe. And if I need a really tight shot, I'll move the sling over. I'll move the sling over, and I will. I'll put it in up here, and it gives me a little tight fit, you know, to shoot, but I'm only 10 feet away, and I'm going to need the room to wiggle around and move. I did get a new firing pin, so I did swap out the bolts. This is the original bolts right here. So this is the original bolt. We'll check it real quick, and yeah, the G-Sight laser cartridge is in here. No ammo, of course. I switched out the charging handle. I just wanted to use the charging handle that's already worn in. I had to remove this. Had to redo this whole thing. The little spring back here came out, and I bent it. I had to actually cut it and put it back in, but it works for the fire selector. And then on the original upper, this one has numbers on them, as you can see. This one has numbers on them. This is a different upper. I'll probably use this upper because it doesn't move. But the other upper, I found what was wrong. This part right here, I don't know if you can see that right here. I already have a tool for building an upper and lower. When I say build, I mean buy the parts and put it together. But there's a spanner here the spanner needed to be tightened, and that's why the front, the quad wheel was wiggling, but I fixed that. But since I already have this here, I'm going to go ahead and use this upper. I kind of like it a lot better since it has the numbers and everything. And so, anyways, but the lower is still the same. I do have a second lower. I always typically buy two because companies, you know, you never know what they're going to do. And I did email Lone Wolf about the firing pin. They never responded. So I did get another firing pin. I'll probably have a picture somewhere showing. And I'll show you what happened to the old firing pin. It broke in 3 places. And that was just dry firing. Imagine if I actually fired it with live ammo. Anyways, these are prone. These AR-9 9mm carbine AR style pistols or rifles, whatever you want, whatever you have. The bolt and the firing pin. The firing pin on these are prone to breaking. I don't know why. Material, the pressure, whatever. It just broke. So I did buy 2 firing pin from CMMG. That's the company that I think matches the bolt right here. It seems to match. There's other bolt carriers or bolts that you can use for your 9mm AR style carbine, but this seemed to more resemble the CMMG. And so I think what Lone Wolf does is they don't really make anything. I think they just order stuff, put it together, or maybe they outsource putting it together, and they have a license to sell the firearm for the most part. So that's probably why they're not responding. Some of the companies you deal with, you know, you gotta understand how I guess you gotta understand how things work. There's large companies, right? They have the money, the support, the funds to do customer service, and then there's small companies, and they don't make anything. Okay, they don't mill anything. Okay, they don't create anything out of a block of aluminum. What they do is they outsource that to a company that actually has the machines. All right, they order it, and they have the license to sell to you, the end user, the consumer. And all they do is buy all the parts. Matter of fact, the upper, sometimes depending on the symbol right here, you may or may not know who made the upper here, and the lower maybe. I mean, if you look at the lower, it's very similar to some of the other brands. This most likely came from CCMG because I have a feeling that because of the bolt and the way everything's designed, very similar to some of the CCMG has. Maybe Lone Wolf will request some other stuff. I'm just guessing. You know, I don't know for sure, but you know, as more and more I study this whole industry, I find that nobody really makes anything. They just build it and then sell it to you. So if you have the right tools, you could just go out and buy and build. I usually just buy the upper, and then whatever weak points I find and that piece breaks, I usually just replace it. So I do have a tool, and it's just a little spanner. I have to tighten this, and that prevents the quad wheel from moving. So I got that done. Firing pin replaced. Although that little retaining pin, the cotter pin, man, it looks like when they put it in or when they assembled it, it looked like someone jammed it in, and it's a little misbent. And so after I took it out and put it back in, it was really tough. Anyways, so this is all done. It's a thing of beauty now. All right, so let's get on this here. All right, okay. There we go. All right. So what I'm going to do is the square, I shoot twice. The small ones, from smallest to largest to smallest, is what I'm going to shoot. And I may not even have time, but let's go for it. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm only 10 feet away, so I have to aim a little differently. Didn't register that. So from smallest size to the largest size. Okay, goes on to the next one. I'll let it go. All right, just start it over again. Okay, the squares, I always shoot first, smallest to largest to smallest, and I shoot squares twice. And then go from the circles, smallest or largest to smallest. There we go. And I'll be doing this drill for a while. I like the way the sling is mounted here because I can just lay it on my lap before I had to let it just kind of flop dangling down the way I had it on the cutie mount. All right.
0.0 seconds.
Oh, okay. So it's set to 60 seconds each. So it should line up perfect. Largest to smallest. So I gotta actually just look and determine which one to shoot. I think small. Maybe too small. Can't even register it. Okay, let's see if I can pick up that small one on the bottom right there. There it is. And this is set at 60 seconds, so is that. So
0.0 seconds.
okay. Oh, it's not on reload, so it doesn't matter. So largest to smallest. Yep. Oh, okay. This is different. This is a pistol. So I'm going to just go ahead and just lay this on my lap with the sling on it. Makes it a lot easier. And my TH9 right here. The G-Sight laser cartridge, no ammo. So on this one, I shoot twice. Let's see here. Okay. I shoot twice at the squares, largest to smallest. And then the circles once, largest to smallest. Register that. So I have to look at everything and determine where to shoot. I can't quite do a time limit on it, but I guess you could try to do a time limit. But that's the concept of this little drill here. This is for a pistol because the time just goes too fast. There's one right there hiding under the back button. Actually, the left side should be the one I hit. Sometimes you get focused. The one on the left is larger than the two on the right, so sometimes you get so focused. This kind of gives you an idea. Different scenarios, like you get so caught up in the moment. you got to look around while you shoot as well. Don't be so, you know, narrow, tunnel visioned all the time. And you got to look. So I start here, then come out. Oh, that's only one shot. Sometimes you can get used to a pattern as well. So I come back and I start back here, because that way I can see everything and know where. Oh, there I go, shooting twice again. Only need to shoot once. There we go. And again, it's largest to smallest. The idea is that the larger target is closer to you. You probably want to eliminate that target first. So squares go first, always twice. There we go. Larger circle, next largest. Then you got two smaller round targets left and right. So whatever you want to choose. Again, I'm going from largest to smallest. That forces me to look around while still okay, these two are they're all the same size, looks like, but the one in the middle looks slightly larger. Anyways, it forces me to look while keeping my sight picture and sight alignment. And then come back here, and I want to see everything. That's why I come back here. Okay. And I'm seeing and looking everything. It's important to look around because you might have missed a target. Like I missed that right circle. Okay, and you know, there we go. Okay, did that pretty well enough. That one's the larger target. Yeah, so the left square was larger than the right square, so always do the squares first. They get 2 hits. There you go. That's just how it is. Look around. This really kind of gives you, I don't know, I guess training for peripheral vision. And looking around while looking through your, oh, I shot twice. You get used to a pattern. And realize sometimes you get caught up in a pattern when you do this. What I liked about how I did this on dryfireonline.com was I ran it so it just runs, and then it's random. So every time I end up doing something, I'm not getting used to a pattern. I didn't even reset it, but that's all right. So, but that's how it is. Okay. Now this is where the rifle is. This was designed for the rifle. You see the holes are way smaller. Let me do one more round on the rifle. And I got 60 seconds on this, so it should time up about the same. And again, and this isn't really about speed, but try to do it quick as you can. It's kind of about, I guess, having a target present itself, and you got to determine which one to shoot first for the most part. And in this practice, I'm shooting largest to smallest. Squares get hit, again, largest to smallest, they get hit twice. And the round ones get hit once, but largest to smallest. And these are smaller, they're
0.0 seconds.
for the purposes of this. For this AR pistol, which is also training for my AR rifle. Squares go first, and smallest to largest, they get hit twice. Then it's the largest to smallest on the circles. And I have to literally aim a little different. I'm aiming at the bottom of the front sight post. I missed that one, but that's alright. I'll just move on. And register. Then register again. Finally registered. And then let's get that one more time. And so I have to aim at the bottom of the sight post because I'm only literally 10 feet away. This is just set at really 25 feet. Okay, square gets 2 hits. Then register. I think that circle on the right, bottom right, is the smallest. And it kind of trains me to hold it, keep it still, have a good cheek weld on it, and just do that. Racking it kind of works my biceps out because I have to do this all the time. So, oh, great. Let's line up the holes. Okay.
0.0 seconds.
Hopefully that's right. All right. Have to touch it. Let's see how bad it is. Yeah, boy, that's really bad, wasn't it? Let's see if that works. Nope, won't even pick up now. Won't even pick up. That's all right. Anyways, give that a shot. Go out and train. I'm glad I got the I'm glad I got this all set up the way I want it. Everything works back on this now. I got the firing pin. I bought an extra firing pin. I'm still waiting for the Taurus. I'm still waiting for Taurus
0.0 seconds.
to come back with my other TH9C. This has not broken yet. I'm still training with it. I don't know. I feel the trigger getting a little soft here. So, but it still works. But anyways, as far as this one, now that I've tuned it up a little bit, I have the tools. If you're going to buy an AR-15 or one of these, which is a AR-9 supposedly, that this one accepts Glock magazines here. I'll show you right here. This is my Glock 19, perfect fit. So you probably want to get some kind of an AR-15 tool, that multi-tool that has a spanner, all the spanners, just all the tools that you need on this one bar, so that you can make your own repairs and tighten things up, tune everything up, make sure everything's good to go. So I'm okay with Lone Wolf and the G9. I'm glad this platform is very versatile and easy to repair and easy to find parts. Again, the bolt carrier that I got looks like a CMMG bolt carrier, or their MK9, and so I just bought the firing pins for that. Kind of pricey, it's retail, but it's cheaper than buying a whole new gun, I'll tell you that much. Anyways, hopefully you all enjoy this video. Feel free to like, share, comment, or do a video response. Until next time, everyone. See y'all later. Bye.